Hi, I'm Jasmine. I'm the writer, producer and director of Kurang Manis, a documentary that's going to be featuring one of Malaysia's biggest issues, obesity. I found out about the script-to-screen workshop competition actually through a friend on Facebook when she shared it, and I was very excited because 6 months ago I delved into the world of broadcast journalism, and all this time from print to advertising world to PR industry, and now finally in broadcast journalism, moving images tell so much more. And that was when I really thought that it's time for me to make an impact if I can. So I found out about this really by accident, and I thought, hey, why not? Let's just sign up for the workshop and let's see, what I can learn some more. It was really totally about learning. Initial thoughts about entering the script-to-screen pitch competition workshop. I was really fearful. At first I thought I was just signing up for a workshop, and before you knew it, I was writing a pitch. I would never have imagined I would be doing that, but I did, and I almost gave up the night before because it was already, deadline was looming. I was late as usual, and my friend, said to me, just do it, Jazz, what do you have to lose? So here I am. Was this your first time entering a pitch competition? Yeah, first time entering a pitch competition. What inspired to write that winning pitch story? Well, what inspired me to write this pitch story is my mom. She's very much the source of my joy. She makes me laugh all the time. She's got a personality that rocks the world, and it's really through her life lessons, being a two-time brain tumor operation survivor. She's diabetic, she's got hypertension, the works, right? All of the NCDs that you can take. It was actually about 5 years ago when she had to go in for an operation. I literally dropped everything and went by her bedside. I was so worried for her. We had peeked up the whole week before her operation because she thought that she wouldn't be seeing us again. As you can tell, she loves food, and so do I. We love our food. And I remember growing up, coming back from work, she would hide ginger ale, 25% fruit juice, potato chips, biscuits, all under her bed. And her excuse was that if she woke up in the middle of the night and had a cramp, that's what she would, reach out for. And we've learned after all those years of not taking care of her food, her diet, voila, you've got diabetes, right? And you are on medication for life. Who wants that? So my mom really inspired me because after the operation, I woke up and I started to take a little bit more care about what I ate, also not to be such a sloth, to just use work as an excuse and not move or not exercise. So yeah, thanks to her, and also actually my business partner, Nikki. We started the business in event management about 15 years ago, and we were working long hours, unhealthy long hours, sitting in front of desks. Yeah, we would move somewhat, but it was quite unhealthy. And one day she put her hands in the air and said, I've had enough. I'm going to be a fitness trainer. So off she went and she did her certification. And of course in the office, we changed all our chairs, and they became exercise balls. Whether I liked it or not, I had to rock on a ball for a meeting. It was very good, and it was very effective. So thanks, Nikki, and thanks, Mom. How was it for you to pitch a story in such a setting? It was actually really nerve-wracking because I didn't want to make a fool out of myself, right? I mean, I'm in the company of such talented individuals, people who've been in the film industry. They're pitching great ideas, and I just wanted to come across as somebody who wasn't like this lame fool trying to get an idea out. So I'm glad that the setting was very cozy, and I think it went well. It was thanks to the crowd as well. They were very very welcoming. What about the feedback during the pitch competition? I really thank all of the judges, Steve and Jason Uwe. They gave us very real answers, also made us think on the spot. And for example, there was one question to me: what would be the takeaway from the documentary? What would I like people to do after watching the documentary? And really it all goes back to the purpose. Number one, to be aware of what you're putting inside your body, and number two, to move. That's it. And if you're an avid runner, get someone to walk with you. There's nothing wrong in just slowing down your pace and helping somebody. So yeah, that's the key takeaway, I hope. What are some valuable tips and lessons you received from the workshop and mentors? I'd like to thank Tan Chui Mui. She was really awesome in imparting some of her life skills and experience as a film director. I learned a lot from her, especially the bit where she got us to swap our scripts among the other finalists. So we were presenting other people's scripts, and that really opened my eyes, how you could actually be a little bit more objective rather than subjective. Because when you write your own stuff, or if you're presenting something, you tend to be very close to it. And sometimes that closeness blocks you from seeing how other people would see it. So thanks, Tan Chui Mui. Also, the team at Snapper TV, we had little chit-chats with them, even though they were just facilitating the process. They were great team. Thank you, Sabrina and Zena. I just hope one day that we can produce stuff that you guys produce, quality-wise. It's awesome. When it was announced that you won the first prize, what exactly did you think and feel? Well, I didn't win the first prize, so I won the runner-up prize for Malaysia, but the judges wanted to give me a break and said that they would give me a prize and send me to a competition or a film festival. I was ecstatic. I didn't expect this to happen, but it did, and thank you. Does this inspire you to write more stories? Yes. I already have all of them lined up, about 4 potential documentary ideas lined up in my Google Keep. I definitely hope that this is going to be my next phase of life, producing documentary. What advice would you give to next year's participants? Well, you know what? Even if you're not participating and you're watching this, my advice is to just sign up and go. If you can get a slot, well and good. Nothing hurts from learning. And if you're thinking of putting something to, your script to film, just do it. Do it. What would you have done differently? I would have liked to bring my team up on stage with me. I'm not sure if that was allowed, but it's always so much more fun when you have like a pack of wolves with you, when you're pitching something. And I think it would be nice to have a team of my team, my executive producers, my mentors on stage with me so that we could banter. And that would be a much nicer pitch to be able to banter, because I'm not very good at speaking to the camera like now. I don't feel like I'm bantering, you know what I mean? I wish you could talk to me so that I can respond. And that's what I'm hoping to inject into the documentary that I'm producing, to make it a little bit more interactive so that you can nudge me during the documentary that you're watching and that I can respond. I hope so.